The Crimea Bridge is under pressure again. This time not from missiles, but from something just as dangerous. A strike on vital repair supplies. No materials, no repairs, no stability. What really happened to the convoy? Why this changes everything? And what it means for Russia next? Stay with us. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are breaking down a major development around the Crimea Bridge, a symbol that has shaped the war narrative for years. Reports indicate that a Ukrainian strike targeted a convoy carrying vital repair materials, intended for ongoing restoration work. This was not an attack on the bridge structure itself, but on the logistics that keep repairs moving. Without steel, concrete, fuel, and machinery, even small damage becomes long-term disruption. This event matters because the bridge is more than infrastructure. It is a political message, a supply artery, and a psychological marker for control in the region. By focusing on repair supplies, Ukraine signals a strategy aimed at sustainability, not spectacle, slowing progress, increasing costs, and forcing constant reassessment by Russian planners. Sources suggest the convoy was moving under heightened security, highlighting how sensitive these shipments have become. Analysts note that disrupting logistics can be as effective as direct strikes, because it creates delays, uncertainty, and pressure across multiple systems. In this video, we will explain what was targeted, why repair materials are so critical, how this fits into broader battlefield trends, and what consequences may follow for both sides. We will separate confirmed facts from speculation, avoid exaggeration, and give you clear context, so you can understand why this single incident. The Crimea Bridge has long been considered a symbol of Russian control over the region. It is not just a physical structure, it is also a psychological marker. When repair convoys are targeted, it sends a strong message without causing unnecessary destruction. The Ukrainian strategy appears to focus on logistics and supply chains. This approach forces Russia to constantly adjust its plans. Every delay in repairs compounds the challenge. Materials like steel, concrete, and specialized machinery are essential. Without them, even minor damage becomes a significant obstacle. Reports confirm that the convoy struck was carrying exactly these critical materials. Security measures were heightened, but Ukraine still managed to disrupt the operation. Analysts suggest that logistics strikes can have long-term effects, sometimes even more than direct attacks. By creating uncertainty, pressure mounts across multiple systems. Russia must rethink priorities, allocate more resources to protection, and deal with supply chain gaps. The impact extends beyond the bridge. Surrounding military operations feel the strain. Local authorities face logistical challenges. Repair schedules are thrown off, and every new strike amplifies stress on the system. Ukraine's approach is deliberate, aiming to slow progress, increase operational costs, and maintain strategic pressure. In this video, we break down the methods used, the consequences of disruption, and why this makes a single convoy strike a pivotal moment in the broader conflict. The strategic significance of the Crimea Bridge cannot be overstated. It connects the Russian mainland with the Crimean Peninsula, serving both civilian and military transport needs. Disrupting repair materials affects not just the bridge itself, but the flow of supplies across the region. Ukraine's strike shows careful planning, rather than random attacks. The convoy was targeted because it carried essential equipment and construction materials. Without these supplies, repair crews face delays, and ongoing maintenance becomes almost impossible. Russian authorities have acknowledged the difficulty of protecting such convoys. Heightened security measures are in place. Yet Ukraine's operation demonstrates that precision strikes can overcome these defenses. Analysts highlight that controlling logistics is a key tactic in modern conflict. It forces opponents to spread resources thin and respond constantly to emerging threats. This strike also sends a psychological signal, showing that critical infrastructure is vulnerable, not invincible. Russia must now reconsider its operational plans, reevaluate convoy schedules, and ensure that future repair efforts are better protected. The disruption could slow repair timelines by weeks, if not months. The cumulative impact affects both military readiness and civilian life. Local populations may experience delays in essential services. Transportation of goods may be hampered, and overall strategic planning is challenged. In the following sections, we will explore the broader implications, potential responses, and how this strike fits into Ukraine's ongoing strategy to maintain pressure. Ukraine's approach to targeting the Crimea Bridge repair convoy highlights a broader strategy. Rather than focusing on direct destruction, they aim to disrupt logistics and create operational difficulties for Russia. By delaying repairs, they force Russia to allocate more resources to security and transport. Every convoy strike increases uncertainty, which in turn raises costs. Delays in bridge maintenance affect military supply lines, civilian transportation, and even economic activity in the region. The bridge is a critical artery for both military and civilian use, and interruptions have ripple effects far beyond the immediate site. Ukrainian forces are using precision intelligence to identify high-value targets, focusing on shipments that carry essential steel, concrete, and specialized equipment. These materials are irreplaceable in the short term. Without them, ongoing repairs are slowed significantly. Russian planners now face difficult decisions, whether to increase security, reroute supplies, or risk further delays. Analysts note that this type of strike demonstrates strategic patience, causing maximum disruption with minimal force. It also affects morale, showing that even heavily guarded operations are not immune. For civilians, the impact is indirect, but still tangible. Transport of goods, services, and maintenance operations all face delays. In the next sections, we will discuss potential countermeasures by Russia, the long-term impact on bridge stability, and why this incident may influence future military planning in the region. The significance of the Crimea Bridge extends beyond its physical presence. It serves as a vital connection for both civilian and military transport. Ukraine's strike on the repair convoy demonstrates a calculated strategy, focusing on disrupting supply chains rather than causing direct structural damage. This method increases pressure on Russian forces without escalating unnecessary destruction. The convoy carried essential materials, including steel, concrete, and heavy machinery, required for long-term maintenance. Without these supplies, repair crews cannot complete critical tasks. Delays accumulate, and the overall stability of the bridge becomes a growing concern. Heightened security measures accompany every convoy. Yet precision intelligence allows Ukraine to identify vulnerabilities, targeting high-value shipments with minimal exposure. Analysts emphasize that logistics strikes can create ripple effects across multiple systems. From military readiness to civilian infrastructure, Russian planners must now reassess priorities, allocating additional resources to protection, potentially slowing other operations. The psychological impact is also notable, showing that even critical infrastructure is not immune to disruption. For the local population, delays in transportation and services are tangible. For the global audience, this strike signals that strategic planning, intelligence gathering, and targeted operations can have disproportionate impact. In the upcoming sections, we will explore how Russia might respond, what measures could be taken to secure future convoys, and why this strike could influence broader conflict dynamics in the region. The aftermath of the strike on the Crimea Bridge repair convoy has created a ripple of challenges for Russian authorities. With essential materials delayed, repair schedules are disrupted, and maintenance teams must adapt to shortages. Ukraine's strategy of targeting logistics rather than the bridge itself proves effective. It forces Russia to constantly reallocate resources and rethink priorities. Every disrupted convoy increases operational costs, while slowing reconstruction timelines. The bridge's strategic importance amplifies the consequences. It is not just a route for vehicles, but a crucial artery for military supplies, and an enduring symbol of Russian presence in Crimea. Analysts note that precision strikes against logistics demonstrate a shift in modern conflict strategy, showing that indirect action can produce significant results. Russian forces face increased pressure to secure future convoys, potentially diverting manpower from other areas, and implementing stricter security measures. These steps, while necessary, may not prevent further delays. Ukraine's method highlights the importance of intelligence gathering, careful planning, and timing in achieving operational goals. The psychological impact is also significant, proving that even heavily guarded operations are vulnerable. Civilian life is affected indirectly. Transport of goods slows, services are delayed, and public confidence in infrastructure reliability may be shaken. In the next section, we will examine how these logistical challenges could affect broader military operations, and what lessons Russia might take from this strike to prevent future disruptions. The strike on the Crimea Bridge repair convoy is a clear example of how small but precise actions can create major disruption. Ukraine's focus on logistics rather than direct attacks highlights a calculated strategy, targeting what is most critical for ongoing operations. Repair materials such as steel, concrete, and machinery are irreplaceable in the short term. Without them, even minor structural issues become long-term problems. Russian authorities now face the challenge of securing convoys more effectively, adding manpower, surveillance, and planning, which in turn diverts resources from other areas. Analysts suggest that logistics-focused strikes are often more effective than direct destruction because they create continuous pressure. Delays accumulate, and uncertainty forces constant adjustments. Beyond military operations, these disruptions also impact civilians. Transportation of goods, maintenance of essential services, and infrastructure reliability are all affected. Ukraine's strategy sends a clear psychological message, demonstrating that even heavily guarded operations can be vulnerable. This can lower morale among personnel and create a perception of unpredictability. The bridge itself remains intact, but the inability to complete repairs weakens its functional resilience. Moving forward, Russia must reassess the timing and security of all critical shipments. In the following sections, we will explore potential countermeasures, how the bridge's strategic value might influence future strikes, and why this incident may redefine operational priorities in the ongoing conflict in Crimea. The broader implications of the Crimea Bridge repair convoy strike are significant. Ukraine's focus on disrupting supplies demonstrates a sophisticated understanding of modern warfare. Targeting logistics rather than infrastructure allows for ongoing pressure without provoking unnecessary escalation. Every delayed repair affects both military and civilian operations. The bridge serves as a key transport route for supplies, personnel, and essential goods. When repairs are slowed, transportation schedules are disrupted, and maintenance becomes more difficult. Russian forces must now reconsider convoy timing, route planning, and security protocols. This consumes resources and creates operational inefficiencies. Analysts note that striking logistics is often more impactful than striking the structure directly. It forces constant adjustments and long-term planning changes. Beyond the immediate military effects, the strike sends a clear psychological message, showing that even highly guarded operations are not immune. Local populations may experience indirect effects, such as delayed services or reduced reliability of transport. Ukraine's method demonstrates strategic patience, where small actions accumulate into significant impact over time. These developments may influence future decisions on both sides. In upcoming sections, we will explore potential Russian countermeasures, the likely response timeline, and how the ongoing pressure on critical infrastructure could shape the broader conflict dynamics in the region. Understanding these details provides insight into why this single convoy strike is pivotal in the ongoing battle over Crimea. The strategic impact of Ukraine's strike on the Crimea Bridge repair convoy extends beyond immediate delays. It affects military planning, logistics, and civilian operations simultaneously. By targeting essential materials such as steel, concrete, and machinery, Ukraine ensures that repairs are slowed significantly. Each disrupted convoy creates cascading effects, forcing Russian authorities to devote more resources to security, transport, and planning. Analysts emphasize that focusing on logistics, rather than direct attacks, often produces long-term results. It compels continuous adaptation, increases costs, and heightens operational uncertainty. The psychological aspect is equally important, demonstrating that even well-protected convoys are vulnerable impacts morale, both for military personnel and local populations. Transportation delays and interrupted services further amplify the pressure. Ukraine's approach highlights a sophisticated understanding of strategic warfare. Small but precise actions can have an outsized effect when applied consistently. Russian forces may respond with stricter security, alternate routes, or enhanced surveillance. But these measures also require additional time and resources. The strike also underlines the importance of intelligence, timing, and coordination in modern conflicts. In the final section, we will discuss the potential outcomes of this strike, how Russia might adjust its operational strategies, and why this event could influence broader conflict dynamics. Understanding these implications is crucial for analyzing the evolving situation around the Crimea Bridge and the ongoing strategic contest between Ukraine and Russia. As we conclude our analysis, the strike on the Crimea Bridge repair convoy clearly demonstrates the power of targeted logistics operations. Ukraine's strategy focuses on precision, timing, and disruption rather than destruction, showing how modern conflicts often hinge on supply chains. Russian forces face the dual challenge of maintaining repair schedules and securing convoys under constant threat. Delays in material delivery affect not only the bridge itself, but also surrounding infrastructure, military operations, and civilian services. The psychological impact of this strike is notable. It signals that even highly guarded operations are vulnerable, and that consistent pressure can produce significant results over time. Experts suggest that Ukraine's method may influence future operational planning, emphasizing the importance of logistics, intelligence, and timing in achieving strategic goals. Civilians may experience indirect consequences, such as delayed transport and interrupted services, highlighting the broader ripple effect of such targeted actions. Looking ahead, Russia will likely implement stricter security measures, reroute shipments, and reassess priorities to prevent future disruptions. This incident underscores how a single convoy strike can have wide-reaching consequences. If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Share your thoughts in the comments below. We will continue bringing you the latest updates and detailed analyses on critical developments around the Crimea Bridge and the ongoing conflict. Stay informed and stay connected.